Cooking poke and
This
stool
is
food.
poke salad. This is what poke plant looks like in its mature phase. Now, a lot of people will have different, opinions on when you can pick them, but people from the South, if you're from the South or you got ancestors from the South, they pick the poke throughout its life, honey. Been doing it for years. I'm still here. Western horticulture has demonized a lot of the native plants, a lot of the plants that natives consume, Africans consume, etc. So, these are really ancestral foods that we have literally ignored, forgotten about, or just simply afraid of utilizing. So, my purpose is to get you more familiarized with the plant poke. It is a powerful medicine. You do not want to consume this raw. I repeat, you do not want to consume poke raw, okay? Now, if you look at the leaf, this is the more mature leaf. It has the middle vein is typically in its earlier stages is green, but as it matures, it gets darker and darker, like a real darkish, fluorescent, purple reddish looking color. This is the younger leaf. Now, when you see poke outside, it's very distinctive. I have not seen another plant that looks like it. Bugs typically don't eat it. You won't see a lot of holes throughout the leaves. It's pretty much intact. And so with the poke salad, a lot of the toxins in the poke salad are water soluble, hence why it has to be cooked several times before you can consume it. Okay, so what I do, I don't rinse with warm water. I rinse with cold water, as you see here. Those other greens that's on the counter, those aren't poke. Those are some other greens I got from my garden that I'm going to mix with the poke. But you don't have to mix your poke. You can simply just eat the poke by itself. So as you can see, I'm rinsing off the poke. Super simple cold water. Did several rinses. And that's another thing too I like about poke. Like, when you have other greens, you see a lot of dirt, but poke leaves don't have a lot of dirt on them, excuse me. So you'll put it in the water after you've rinsed it, filled up a pot of water is what I did. And you want to submerge the greens in the water as it boils, and you want to make sure that all the greens are covered. Now, I put a little bit too much in here, but it's okay. You're going to make it work. So you boil it one time, and then you're going to strain that first cook that you just did. And you'll notice that the water is very green. Once again, those water soluble toxins that are coming out of the greens. And you rinse that off again, the greens off again, fill it back up with some more water, and then you're going to put that back on the stove. Now, I cooked these, I don't know what that was. I cooked these for about 15-ish minutes a piece, boiling. And then that was it. Now, some folks, I know some old school folks that only cook they poke greens for 15 to 20 minutes one time and they good. Honey, I ain't got to that level yet, okay? To your own discretion, do your research. Me, I always cook them at least twice, okay? Like I said, 15 minutes. You can do longer if you want to. I don't think that it's needed. And this is the final product of the poke greens mixed in with the other greens that I had on the plate, child. Fire. To me, poke greens, they're so, like, I can't even explain the taste. It's similar to like amaranth greens and like spinach mix. It is so filling and it's so dense. Also, too, poke salad is one of the most powerful lymphatic cleansers, if you didn't know.